Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We're coming to you with a Dickel 12.
Dickel 12.
Woo!
There's a whole line of Dickels.
A lot of Dickel.
Let's test it.
Test it!
Let's test it.
All right, we're back in. So we're going to be doing the George Dickel Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey number 12. Superior number 12 whiskey. You know what's weird is they say number 12 whiskey recipe. Superior recipe number 12.
You're right.
It doesn't really say 12 years on it.
No, it's not 12 year.
Right. I know, but it throws
And
you, doesn't it?
It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. The other ones we've done, and now I'm even drawing a blank on the numbers, but there's like the Dickel number 8.
Right. So this is just their sour mash 8.
Yes.
Superior number 12. Our Superior number 12 has a rich depth of flavor, perfectly balanced and with Dickel's signature smooth finish. Does it say how old it is? Oh, here they talk about comes from resting. Our number 12 come from resting on our whiskey and oak barrels for years longer. 4 years longer, not 4 years. 4 years longer than our classic.
Not the number 4.
8. Right.
4 years.
Right. 4 years. FOR for years.
Gotcha.
Which means we're going to also compare it. So it doesn't mean it's a 12 year. Just like this is the number 8 classic 8 recipe. I got to admit, I might have even thought this was, did I ever say it was an 8 year?
When we were filming, I think you referred, or maybe you didn't say it, but I told you when we shot, I said, that's just the number 8. It's not 8 year.
Okay.
And you hadn't realized that.
I hadn't. I think there's a little bit of trickery going on because I got to admit, I was thinking 8 and 12 and they don't taste like 8 and 12. So it's recipe 8, recipe 12.
Well, so we're going to need a glass of that one.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I got it. We got a Dummies glass. And we got a whiskey cask glass. Now, should we do our Scotch God shout out because we're not doing the tip?
Do it.
All right. While you're pouring, Reverend...
Well, a Scotch God shout out is either a comment that someone has made or a supporter of some sort that's helped us out.
Right. So, this is a book that Reverend Chris Toma has sent us. He's done the number 1 and the number 2. We're going to pause for a second.
Okay, we're back, I think.
We had to pause. Children in the house. Got to take care of the kids first.
That's right.
So this is Reverend Chris Toma's 3rd book. Now, first of all, it's called The Angel's Portion. What would you guess? Volume 3.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been reading it at night before I go to bed. The wife says, "Why are you taking the Reverend to bed?" That's what she says. Sorry, Toma. That's what she says.
Yeah. You, the wife, and the Reverend in bed.
That's right. Why are we all in bed? Well, I'm reading your book, sir. But I want to give out one part which I thought was hilarious. All right, and it's not under an individual review. He's got all the reviews broken out, but he had some cool stuff, which I forget what he calls in the back. This one's called Keep Up the Good Work. So he comes home and his wife says, hey, his wife is Jen. She says, hey, you need to have a talk with your daughter about this. And she hands him a piece of homework. I don't know how old the daughter is. Let's just say 3rd grade. He looks and sees that she's gotten a great score on a piece of paper. She's clearly got an A, and he says, it looks good. Jen says, look a little closer. So he reads into question number 2, which is awesome. It says, I don't know if, he's got his daughter's name in here, Evelyn. So Evelyn was supposed to, number 2 was write a story for the number sentence, 6 + 2 = 8. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. This is what I like in this.
I'm looking because he actually has a copy of the homework assignment from school.
The homework assignment is in the book. Right. The homework assignment in her writing.
If he made this up, it was very good.
Very
detail.
good. Yeah,
anyway,
he's really gone over the top if he's made it up. No, this is real. She got 10 out of 10, Evelyn did on this. It says, Pastor Toma had 6 bottles of whiskey, spelled without the E. That's key right there. I'm loving that part.
Either way.
Yeah, but I know it was neat that she spells without the E.
I swing either way on that.
Well, that's in her. I prefer the no E. Evelyn gave him 2 more bottles of whiskey. Again, Santi. How many bottles of whiskey does he have now? Bam.
8.
Boom.
6 plus 2.
You got it right.
8.
And she got 10 out of 10 on that. So I give credit to the teacher and to Evelyn. This is just a little bit of the stories. I've got several more dog-eared in here. What you're basically getting is short little stories that kind of come from the bottle. And they're just fun. It's a fun read. And you can see quite voluminous. All right. And they're just fun. A lot of times they're chuckles. Sometimes he's irritated. But he really calls it out. Like if he doesn't like a whiskey, he'll let you know. What is what here? What is
on the left is the Dickel number 8.
So that's the 8 recipe. This is the Dickel 12 recipe.
Yes.
All right.
Now look, the Dickel 12 is 45% ABV, 40% on the number 8.
Wow. Anywhere on there does it say how long they've aged?
No.
Do they say straight bourbon?
They're Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
True. That is Kentucky.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Tennessee. Oh boy.
Dickel is Tennessee.
You made some people mad with that, so they paused right there.
Yeah, they're like, what?
What? Oh, son of a... Charcoal mellowed. That's the whole Lincoln County method. So this is sour mash where they're holding over a little bit of a batch from one to the other.
You can tell in the bottle the number 8 is a little bit lighter colored.
It is.
Than the number 12 is. And the 12 just say that it's aged 4 years longer. FOR.
Yeah,
4 years.
4 years. That's very tricky. Yeah. Tullahoma. Is that how you pronounce it?
I get quite a bit of the charcoal. My first impression, I thought charcoal cucumber on the number 12.
Yeah. I get a little bit more of a doughiness on the 8.
I don't know if I ever got cucumber in one. Just the first thing I thought was charcoal cucumber.
That ABV just got me. Went right into my eye.
So
cucumber I got.
I was at some training. I was at some training in Alabama, and I haven't told you this yet, but I'm at the motel bar, restaurant bar.
Motel or hotel?
Hotel, motel, whatever. I don't know what the difference is.
I consider a motel low.
Okay. I know one of them is supposed to be like ground level. It's all like ground level, and one of them, if it goes up, then it's the other. I don't know which is which.
You know
hotel,
better than me
motel.
already.
I don't know.
That's impressive.
That's interchangeable. It's like mom or mother.
I don't know if it's interchangeable.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm at the bar.
Nanny.
And I was looking over the bourbons, and I'd had through several nights, different ones, and it was either the first or the second night, but they had Knob Creek. So I was like, give me a Knob Creek. Again? Alabama.
Roll Tide.
And so the waitress was busy. There was a bunch of us in there. They obviously didn't expect the outturn that they had. So I get my Knob Creek, and I'm sipping on it, and pretty soon I'm kind of like, there's a lot of charcoal in this Knob Creek. So I'm sipping away, and I was going to say something. I'm thinking,
she poured the wrong thing.
No, I watched her pour.
Really?
And I keep sipping. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just in my head. No. Charcoal. And finally I'm like, somebody has poured. They had Jack Daniels and Dickel in there as well. But I'm like, someone has decided to save money and poured Jack Daniels or Dickel into the Knob Creek bottle.
No.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm like, this is either Jack or Dickel. There is charcoal filtering. No.
You're in a motel. Only a motel would do that. A hotel wouldn't do it.
I won't tell you where it was at. I pointed it out to her.
Yeah.
And she had the manager come over, and he didn't know any difference. He couldn't tell. He just put it back up on the shelf.
That's wrong, too.
That is.
If you're like, hey, man, I got me a show, okay? In a 16 blind bourbon shootout, I picked out the charcoal and a Jack Daniels. I can do it now.
I told him, I said, that is a Tennessee whiskey that's in that bottle. That's not Knob Creek.
Wow. Which Knob Creek was it? Do you remember just the standard Knob Creek?
Yeah, the 50%er.
Wow.
Okay.
That's shocking. That's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That blows me away. And the level of expertise you're bringing. Bring me the manager.
It doesn't take much to tell charcoal anymore.
That's true. Sorry, go.
We both picked out Jack Daniels in the 16 bottle shootout.
We did, which was the first
Okay.
thing we tasted.
The note that I've sat down with this and taken notes. It's smooth. It's mellow. I get charcoal. I get a dustiness, a dusty wood to it, and that's about it. Really? On the nose, palate. I get a little bit of a rye / dill note with it, and I don't know what their mash bill is. The charcoal and a little bit of the barrel char, it seems, on the number 12.
I didn't
Sweetness.
prepare.
We had a lot of people when we did the number 8 recommend, you got to do the 12. Mm-hmm. And I haven't done them side by side, so I'm interested to see here. The 12, nothing really stands out about it, I don't think. I mean, it's pretty good. It's charcoaly. It's whiskey. I mean...
Whiskey charcoal.
It's whiskey. Yep. Whiskey-y. Charcoal-y. I mean, what's your notes? What do you get?
A little bit of brine on the 8. A little bit of vanilla. A little bit of cream. The finish is caramel hard candy. And a little bit dusty or rougher around the edges on the 8. So, without a proper cleanse, going to the 12. Recipe 12.
Maybe a little bit of a creamy vanilla. There, I think the 45% on the 12 shows.
Yeah,
you can tell that.
You can tell that.
Outside of that, I think it's the same bottling, really, to me. I mean, I'm sure there's difference, but they are so similar, so close in the palate. Outside of the difference in the ABV.
I don't get the same caramel hard candy.
The 8 is creamier.
I feel like I'm getting more rye out of the recipe 12.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of a cinnamon kick, a little cinnamon bite.
Yeah.
I'm with you. The strongest difference to me is the ABV up front.
Yeah.
The finish
I think so.
is not as caramelly, hard candy sweet. It's more of it's not quite a dill, but I feel like it's more of that rye floral flavor finish. And I wrote on there it's coming off. I thought I had the price written.
You've got 1938 on there, which seems kind of low. I thought the 12 was approaching more of the $30 range.
You sure it's a 19?
That's
It's
what it
all
looked
wiped
like.
off.
I know. Probably from you manhandling the bottle.
I just grab it by the neck and just guzzle. Thought I saw
It's good.
33.
I don't know that there's that much of a difference between the two outside of the ABV. Maybe a little bit more of the rye kick to the 12, but that's about it. Has it aged for years longer? That's how
Put how long. I mean, not that the age matters necessarily, but head to head. Although I like rye mash bills, I think I like the recipe 8 better. I'm with you. I mean, you can tell they're in the same general family.
Yeah. They are very similar.
I get a little bit more of the sweetness out of the recipe 8. Interesting. Now you're scoring the recipe 12
Yeah.
and 87. I'm going to give it an 85. I mean, it's solid. Nothing really jumps out at like the higher ABV. The dusty kind of corn feeling is what I get from it.
Yeah. Yeah. That is very similar to the 8. I don't remember what I gave the 8. It should have been mid to upper. I mean, 85, 86, 87, maybe on the number 8. It's right in there with it.
I'm getting 85. Do you get, I don't really pick up the Lincoln County method in it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, the charcoal is very
Dang,
present.
I am not. I mean, you obviously got the charcoal picker-upper. Since we're talking about American whiskeys, let me go grab the bourbon shootout poster that you framed up.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
To go with the 12 Hours of Boom.
Right. We had these done up so you can see it. I've got it in there. This is going to end up hanging up opposite, and it's going to look great. Mm-hmm. So it really works
over
out.
There. 12 Hours of Boom over here. 16 Bourbon Shootout over there.
So that'll be up. So get ready for that. Kind of a cool little thing going on there.
You're going to put them on there?
Yeah, I'm going to hang it up over there. So right now we're going to put it over here by the whiskey fabric, just for now. So, anything else? Do we have a... Yes.
We were doing we're trying to catch up with our Patreon shout-outs, which we had neglected.
We have neglected.
Our fault.
Yeah, totally our fault. We had just a ton of fans come in and support us on Patreon. So what is Patreon? Patreon's a way that you can pretty much give money to us directly. Patreon takes 10%. But you can go to patreon.com, look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. You can do $1 a show. Some people do more than that. So whatever you're able or willing to do, it really helps us bring the show. The show's always going to be free. But AdSense with YouTube, not so good.
No.
All right. Matter of fact, if we said the D word, I almost said it, and they unfunded that particular video. We think it was the D word for cursing. Maybe we were talking about a hydraulic power system.
I don't know.
It could have been. We don't know why. They got a weird formula. Regardless, I think the first... Well, I don't even remember. Didn't it take us like a year to make $37? I think when we started.
Let's get in the shout-outs. Okay, so
let's do it. Patreon.
From going back to the 12 Hours of Boom, we had a bunch of supporters that came in. We kind of just got overwhelmed and just fell behind. We didn't catch up. We gave a shout-out to our $1 supporters from July 8th.
Right, which they just get a name mentioned.
Our dates here got shuffled up a little bit, and they shouldn't, but we had two that we missed. One is Ronald Wary, OJ for Hire.
OJ for Hire is going to get a mention.
Yep.
So he just OJ for Hire, which is Ronald Wary.
And JC, King Cabrera.
Wow, JC King Cabrera.
Well, JC, a.k.a. King Cabrera.
Also known as King Cabrera.
$1 supporters.
Boom.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
We got two $2 supporters from that time
we
frame
yell
as well.
their name, and we yell it with gusto.
Yes.
So first just kind of mention it, and then we'll yell it.
Lana.
Ooh. Are you ready?
Lana Sutton. Lana Sutton.
Lana. La la la.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See, if you give $2, we shout your name with gusto.
Yes.
That's it.
Jerry.
Ooh, Jerry what?
Bartlett.
Ooh. First of all, you got
We've
to
met.
love Bartlett.
Jerry was in town. We met up with him. We didn't have a drink. We weren't able to have a drink. We were working.
Hung out.
Met up with Jerry Bartlett from Nebraska.
Yes.
Big supporter, $2 supporter.
Huge.
So thank you, Jerry
Bartlett.
Yes.
Bartlett.
Jerry Bartlett.
Love the last name.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Now, if you're a $3 supporter, which we'll do later, do you have another $2?
No, that was it for the $2.
Later on,
unless our dates got shuffled up again a little bit.
If with the $3, we both shout your name, and then we'll throw up a picture of you, whatever you want to send. One guy sent his dog. The dog was on, had a little kerchief.
Yeah.
All right. So, and we do have a photo coming in and a few other photos. So if you're a $3 supporter, send the photo. You can send it to Bart at ScotchTestDummies.com or Scott at ScotchTestDummies.com, and we'll get it on the show. But again, if you want to help us out, Patreon really, really helps us out. Helps us buy bottles, helps us buy the camera that you've seen, the lighting.
That is true. We're using our new camera.
Exactly.
We pointed out that we were in my basement for a couple of them. We did the whiskey and the caviar pairing. We were using the new camera for that as well. Thank you to our Patreon supporters for providing the funds. Really, that's what's led to that.
Right. It's like a semi-pro camera.
Yes.
Only fits in a man's satchel. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, I think we should...
we did the whiskey. Did we tell? We didn't mention the whiskey fabric.
It's in the background.
It's mine. We talked about it during the caviar. We signed it.
The caviar one is long, but it's a whiskey fabric, literal fabric that's going around that we're signing, and we're sending it to the Scotch for Dummies.
Yep.
So, And so it's in the background. We'll have the poster up. And Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.